Have you been feeling hopeless? Or are you increasingly irritable or have a lot of fatigue? Have you had a hard time waking up in the morning or staying awake during the day? Or have you been having a hard time getting to sleep? If so, these are signs of depression. Hello, my name is Angel, and today my purpose here is to tell you about the realities of depression. The American Psychological Association did a study where they concluded that 1/3 of all U.S. college students have depression. I am one of those students, and I'm sure that there is at least one other person here today who feels the same that I do. I am going to go over the causes, effects, and treatments of depression today in my speech. The cause of depression is unknown, but the CDC has narrowed down the causes into genetic, psychological, and biological factors. You could have depression no matter who you are, but you are more likely to have depression if you have a blood relative who has or currently has depression, if you have been through any major traumatic experiences or life changes, such as moving houses. You are able to get depression if you have a medical issue or a mental illness other than depression, or if you take any medications. I am one of the people who is able to get depression because there is an imbalance in my brain chemicals, or another possible brain effect is when your neurotransmitters aren't working how they should, so you're not regulating your emotions and how you react to things. And because there are so many causes, there are going to be many effects. In 2017, the National Institute of Mental Health concluded that 11 million adults over 18 have had at least one depressive episode in their life, and currently there is over 15 million adults who have said that. A depressive episode can happen for 2 weeks and longer to be considered an episode, and it can happen anywhere at any time. These episodes can include you being extremely irritable or fatigued, or if you have a loss of interest in doing things that you normally enjoy doing. You may be unable to process or are slow processing things, or you may not even be able to make decisions no matter how small they are. You may not even be able to do everyday tasks that are part of your routine that you've been doing for years because you're so tired or you're unable to get motivated to do these things. And you may have a low where you feel so hopeless that you are considering suicide or hurting yourself or others. And there are many more things that are specific effects, but because there are such a wide amount of effects and causes, you would think that there are no treatments, and there is not a cure because the causes and effects are varied, but there are some treatments that can help certain people, and they are for certain people and not for certain people because not everything works for everyone. And one treatment is therapy or cognitive behavioral therapy, which is when you work with a doctor to kind of figure out and understand what's going on with your brain. One option is medication, and this can depend on being a medication that you can take for depression, which is an antidepressant, or it can be a medication that also helps with another disorder that helps stabilize your mood. There are other mental illnesses such as anxiety that go hand in hand with depression. So they have made medication that actually helps both of those at once, or any other mental illness that can go with depression, because it's such a wide illness. Other natural remedies could be herbs or roots, or if you eat fruits, vegetables, fish, or even olive oil, you can help lower your moderate depression, or even kind of help stabilize your mood. As you can see, depression is just not being sad. It's a lot of other factors that people don't recognize because they just think you're having a bad day, but it's not. And I hope today that you gained some knowledge that you did not come here with on mental illness. Today in my speech, I talked about the causes, effects, and possible treatments for depression. Thank you for listening today, and I hope that now you are able to recognize if someone you may know has depression, because if you can catch it early, you can cure it faster. And although there's not a cure, you can get someone the treatment they need, because no one should have to go through this. Thank you.